Alright you guys, I'm going to do another video here. This one's going to be for a vapor canister check valve. This thing right here is the culprit. Alright, I got some codes on my Nissan Versa. What I get, I got a P0455 code for this or your gas cap. There's a couple different things. There's canister is dirty, it's restricted or full of water, evap canister vent control valve has failed, evap purge solenoid has failed, evap purge solenoid or canister vacuum line loose or off, fuel tank temperature solenoid has failed, fuel tank vacuum relief valve has failed, large leak in evap canister or in fuel tank area, or it's just your gas cap. And usually the code P0455 usually is just your gas cap, or it's this thing, because it hooks into a charcoal. I'm really not technical with all this stuff, because I pretty much don't do this stuff. I'm a big boy with big boy toys, and I don't want to have to pay for everything I have to fix. So I just learn to fix them. Get on YouTube and check it out and see what I can find out. YouTube didn't have anything showing for the Nissan Versa, but usually it's just the gas cap. When your car throws that code, when it's your check engine light comes on, it'll throw that code P0455 or a P04 some other code. But usually generally it's your gas cap. I went ahead, got me a new gas cap. The light stayed on. So I moved on to this thing. This is generally what it is, because it's got a little door inside here, and when the gas, or it releases the fumes back into your engine, so it doesn't release into the atmosphere. And there's a little control thing in here what releases it when it's ready to kick it back into the engine, so it burns it cleanly, I guess, and instead of kicking it up into our atmosphere. So that's a good thing, I guess. But these things cost, they actually don't cost too much. It's just the labor that when you put it on. And if you buy a Nissan genuine part, of course, it's going to cost a lot more. So I'm thinking probably around $300 just to go get it done, which I don't want to pay $300. I want to keep that $300 so I can do whatever I want to do with it. So, but I do love Nissan, because I have my big Armada right here, and then I have the Versa that's right there, which I'm going to show you in just a minute. But this is what we're going to be changing today, and it actually ended up being kind of a pain in the butt, because this part right here is where the electrical part goes in at, and it took me forever to figure out how to pull this off. What you have to do is actually you actually have to manhandle it, and you have to pull it off pretty good. You got to get on it just like that. So anyway, and then there's actually there's a seal that goes around here too. After I took it off already because it took me a while. Let me show you a few things. This is a cover, what covers the charcoal thing for like when the fuel's in there. It cleans the fuel, I guess. Like I says, I don't know all this technical stuff on it, but this is the cover, what covers this and the big charcoal thing. Alright, so this part was a pain in the butt too, because a lot of the stuff is just quite frankly is over-engineered. And there's a reason for that, because they want you to come in, of course. But yeah, it has this big cover on it, and it's got these little clips that go around it. These little tiny clips right here. Like I think about 4 or 5 of them. You have to pop them off with a little screwdriver. They're not too bad, but it's kind of a pain in the butt. So these little things. Then it has one screw what goes in it. One screw. So that's the screw. We put the screw back in there too. But it's going to be this part and the charcoal part and this plastic thing and all the other parts that I have is going to be on your Nissan Versa, which mine is a 2007 Nissan Versa. This is my girl's car. I bought it for when brand new. It's a Nissan Versa 2007. On the right hand side, on the passenger side, in the back next to the gas tank is where that where this is mounted at, where everything's mounted at. You'll see that cover. For anybody who has a 2007 Versa, probably from 2000, I think that's when they first started making them. Anyway, 2006, 2007, whatever, on up, probably is going to be on the right-hand side, in the rear, next to the gas tank, okay? So that P0455 code will generally be this, or it'll be your gas cap. Alright? So anyway, finally got this thing off. Like I said, this part right here was a pain in the butt to get off, because it's the electrical part, but you have to just yank it off. Okay, and then what else I have to show you? Okay, because I'm going to show you all this stuff right now first, instead of, because I already took it off, I'm not going to go redo it, alright? So we're kind of working backwards. Oh, another thing too, let me tell you this also. You want to test this thing to make sure that it's still working. It needs to be hooked up to 12 volts. So all I did is I went and hooked up on my, I have a Tacoma. It's right next to here, over here on the left-hand side. The Versa's over here. Versa's over here. The Tacoma's over here. Anyway, I just took a wire. I just took a pretty much just an extension cord, cut it in half, made me two long pieces. Like I says, I'm not paying for, I can do a lot of this stuff. You can find out a lot of stuff on YouTube. That's why I love YouTube, and that's why I put stuff up on and Google. Those two things, I can find out a lot of stuff, But I mean, if I can't figure something out, of course I'm going to take it to the dealership, because when I do take my cars to get them fixed, if I don't do it myself, I take them to the dealership. If it's something I can do, I do take them to the dealership, because everything's warranted, and then you don't have to worry about nothing. If you let your friends work on it, or this guy down the street knows how to do this and that, I don't do that. Simple kind of stuff like this, what I can figure out and try to do myself. I almost gave up because I couldn't get this part off. I was actually going to call Nissan and say, how the heck do you get that part off? But finally got it off. But you have to test this, and there's inside here, there's where the connection goes for the electrical. Just be very careful. I hooked up a wire. You should, if you don't feel comfortable doing this with the, it's because it needs to be hooked to 12 volts, which is a battery in your car, 12 volts. Don't do it. But what you need to do also, before I get to that point, is, first of all, there's stuff like electrical cleaner stuff, but you can just use alcohol. It's pretty much the same stuff. There's the spray kind where you can spray into stuff like this, blow it out real good, whatever. If you got an air a compressor, blow it out, which I blew it out too, compressor. But use some alcohol and just pour it in there. Just pour it in there like this, and then it'll come out that end, but you want to hold both ends and just shake it and just clean it out real good, because the alcohol, don't use water, just use like alcohol. Shake it up real good, clean it out real good, and you can hear it works. This works. I think it just had dirt in it. Like that paper says, it could be with dirt or water, and I have no clue how water gets in there. But anyway, this works because I went ahead, cleaned it out real good, let it dry out real good. Alcohol dries fairly quick, so just dry it out really good, and then hook these up to your battery, to your positive and your negative, and then just have someone hold it for you, or mount it up some way. Have someone hold it for you, and then very carefully put one end to that end and one end to the other end, and you'll hear it work. It'll activate, and you know it's working. It's closing. It'll close it. It's open now, it stays open, and then it closes. So I'm not really sure how that whole process works on that whole thing, but you need to test it to make sure it opens and closes, and then it works still. I think it just got gunked up, but it's free moving now. But I took a little screwdriver also. I can't find my little screwdriver right now. Anyway, thought I had all my little things I wanted to show you guys. Anyway, I just took a little screwdriver, and then I just pushed it down and just finessed the screen, the spring. I finessed it. Don't get in there and just grind the hell out of it. Just finesse it, move it around, get the gunk out of there, and then pour you some more alcohol in there. Shake it up some more, and let it dry out. So that's what you need to do. I think that's it. Oh, also this thing right here on this end, if you can see this, it has a seal. Okay, it has a little seal on here. Hold on. Has this little seal here. Before you put the alcohol on it, these type of things, they dry out and they'll snap easy. So I went ahead and kind of lubed it back up with I just used motor oil. Doesn't matter. You really can't see it because I dried it off again. But yeah, just kind of lube it up with just give it a little bit of lube, and then it goes back over on this thing. But don't take this off and then put the alcohol in. Don't put the alcohol in and then shake it up and stuff like, because that'll dry it up. It dries up, okay? So just put it back on there. And so I'm going to go ahead and pause this, and then I'm going to show you underneath. So actually what I'll do is I'm going to rotate this real quick over to the Nissan. I mean to the Versa. Okay, so here's the Versa. Alright, and it's on the right hand side, so we're going to be working down here, under here on this right hand side, passenger side, and it's literally right here. It's right here where my hand's at, right there. Oh yeah, also I just saw that thing fall off there. Let me doing this by myself, so I don't know if you can see me. Looks bad. Anyway, there's a little clip what clips on here, and that was another part what was kind of a pain in the butt. Just go ahead and you're gonna just pull it up like this. I'm gonna show you on the video. I'll show you on the video because I'm gonna do a little bit more intro to this when I do it. There's a little clip. Just you're gonna have to pull it up, overly engineered, like I said, and then you're gonna have to. I broke my clip because you can see there's a little hook what goes on it. You can just bend it up and take it out. Okay. I broke mine because I was kind of handling it kind of rough. So, but try to finesse everything if you can. Don't try to be too rough with it. But yeah, I ended up snapping mine off. So, but that's another thing. So I'm going to pause this video for now, and then we are going to get underneath this thing, and I'm going to show you where it's at, how to hook it back up, and then that's it. So you pretty much know what to do. It's pretty much on the right hand side, passenger side of the car, right next to the gas tank. Okay. And then I'm going to show you how to hook it back up and exactly where it's at, and then you should be good. That code should go off. I know in some states that if you go get the there's like, you can go up to what is it called, O'Reilly's here, and you can get the code reader, and you can actually reset it with that code. In the state of Arizona you can do that, but I know like in some other states that they don't allow you to do that, but here we can do it. So after I'm done with this, I'm going to go up to O'Reilly's. Actually, I'm not going to go up to O'Reilly's and reset it, because I'm going to see if it goes off, which it probably will go off. So, anyway, if it doesn't go off, then I'll do another thing, but I'm pretty sure it's going to go off, because this was dirty inside. When I cleaned it out, it was dirty with alcohol. So, I mean, when you clean it out with the alcohol, look to see how dirty it is. But this one works now, so I'm pretty sure the code will clear, and if the code doesn't clear, then I will do another video. Alright, so until we get underneath this car, I'll be back. Alright, you guys, here we go. We're going to put this in, and this valve. Alright, so here's where it goes in, right here, and here's the clip. The clip part, what I told you that I broke, don't worry about it. It just clips into this part here. I don't know if you can see this, but it clips in right here. So I'm going to make this quick because I'm in Arizona and it's getting hot out here in the morning. It's already 99 or something degrees. I'm burning up. So, alright, so then we're going to have this hooks back in, and this hooks back in also. Alright, so first of all, we need to put this back in here, and make sure you have your gasket back on here, the little rubber gasket what I showed you, and lube it up a little bit. And it's gonna turn in here. There's little grooves on here, the little grooves that just snaps in. So we're gonna turn it back in. Oops. I'm going to turn it back in here. It can be kind of a pain in the butt, so anybody who's worked on cars knows how this can be. It can be for such a little part. You gotta kind of twist it in there. You gotta get it into the grooves, and it'll slide in there. Alright, I haven't. What did I do? I sliced my hand somewhere. There's blood. And I don't know what I did. I can't even feel it. Anyway. It can be kind of. There it is. I sliced my hand. It can be difficult to get these back in here. Any mechanic knows that it's called knuckle busting, and that's what I'm doing. It came out much easier than it wants to go back in. I don't know, because of the cool during the day, or the plastic has started to expand in the heat. Probably. But this is turning into a nightmare. Ugh. Oh yeah, and I recommend putting safety glasses on when you're doing this, because little parts drop into your eyes. Okay, that's it. Well, I thought I'd be able to pop it in and get it done real quick for you guys, but getting it in, taking it out, it all always ends up being a pain when you're working on a car. I can feel it in the groove, but not popping in for me. It wants to be difficult. It's in there, but it won't turn for me. And this is what I'm talking about, trying to finesse it in, but sometimes you have to manhandle it. Anyway, you guys, you have to get that popped in there. This hooks into here, just like that. This hooks back into here like that, and then your power hooks back up into here. Okay, so that's all your parts. Make sure these are all clipped in right. This is what's where it's the sensor. It reads it, then it releases it back into the engine, I guess, and then it burns it cleanly. So that's it. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and shut the video off, and then I'm gonna pop this in. Like I said, you're gonna probably have to manhandle yours, like I had to manhandle mine. And then just like this one up here, this power right here, you're gonna have to manhandle that too to get it out. You're gonna have to yank that out. I showed you that in the earlier part. But other than that, you guys have a good day, and thanks for watching. And thanks YouTube for letting me put this up so I can show other people. Alright, you guys, I'm over here at carparts.com for the vapor canister checked out. Okay, this prevents vacuum from entering the fuel tank during normal purge operations, okay? Alright, so usually when you get that code, the P0455 code, it's usually generally your gas cap. So if you haven't done that yet, change your gas cap out. Don't clean it, don't do nothing, just go buy a new gas cap, okay? And then put it on there, drive around for a while, just do regular drive time, and then your check engine light should go off. I tried that, my check engine light did not go off, okay? Usually if it's not your gas cap, then it's this thing right here, so vapor container check valve, okay? So I just want to show you guys a few things real quick on here. Carparts.com, you can actually become an affiliate. So if you want to become an affiliate with their affiliate program, just let them know that I sent you over, okay? I greatly appreciate that. All right, so you guys, I just want to show you a few quick things on here because I was unable to do at the end to get this back on there at the end of the video. So I'm going to show you what the problem was. Okay, first thing, and what the problem was me getting it off. Okay, so it's a tough little piece to get off and a tough little piece to get on if you've never done it before. But if you've done it before, it's not that hard. So I'm going to show you what to do and so you avoid all my mistakes. Okay. Okay. So first thing right here is this part, this clip part right here. I broke, and it doesn't matter, it's just a little clip, it just hooks in at the top, okay? So just pull it back, and then you'll be able to pull it back, and then you'll be able to turn it, because these little things right here slip inside the hole there. See these little clippy things, like this one, this one, this one, this one? Just pull this back, and then just turn, okay? And when you're putting it back in, make sure this seal right here is all the way up here. When I was trying to put it in, I couldn't get it back in because I had the seal down here like this. You need to put the seal flush all the way up against here. See, back here, here's the seal, the washer basically, and then push it all the way back up against there, okay, because then it seals it. Alright, and then the power, here's the power right here where the power goes. That little sucker's hard to get off there, so you're going to have to kind of pull and yank it out. And this is what's inside here, is this part right here. This is what's inside there. When you're going to hook up to your 12-volt battery, just these two leads here is what you're going to touch your positive and negative with, and then you're going to hear it go, and then you'll know that it works, okay? I think that's it. Other than that, I think we got everything, and then so just enjoy the next video, you guys. Like I said before, though, you can go ahead and become affiliate with carparts.com. And another thing, nice thing about carparts.com is that they have all different angles on everything, so you get to see the part. See, you get to see the part at all different angles. See, there's the seal. You get to see everything. You know, here's all this. See. You get to see the part, the whole part, and it's really, and then you know when you're looking for it on the car, then you know what you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? And also with carparts.com, you get good deals because look at this, $49.54 for this part. That's not bad. I guarantee if you call the dealership, it's going to be 2 times, 3 times as much. But I'm not bagging on Nissan dealership, definitely not, because when I can't fix something on my car, or when you have to take it somewhere, I always take my car to the dealership. I don't, you know what, I'm going to pay that extra $100, that extra $50, whatever it is, because it's warranted,
They have they have the equipment that they need. They have the certified technicians, you know. So with my Toyota and with my Nissan, I always take those to the dealership. So I'm not in any way saying, you know, fix everything, because a lot of times you can't fix everything. But when it's stuff like this, when you can find out and figure out how to fix, definitely I fix it to save money. But yeah. Okay, so you guys have a good day, and enjoy the video. Become affiliate with carparts.com and let them know I sent you over. All right, you guys, thanks a lot, and I'm going to shut this video down now.